Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome. It's Thankful Thursday. Welcome to Lindy's Treehouse. And I'm your host, Paramom USA. Come on in, climb up that ladder and come into my treehouse. And we're all gonna hang out tonight. I'm just so happy that everybody's here and all my watchers, my viewers, my chatters will all be jumping in the chat. They're all climbing up the ladder to the treehouse. So I'm going to give them a minute to come on in and all that. I hope y'all been having a great week. Mine's been really good. Lots of snow. I'm just hanging out with my Miss Molly tonight, and Miss Molly is seeing what trouble she can get into. Miss Molly is my kitty cat, and she's not cooperating. I hear her underneath the table, my craft table, but I don't know what she's doing. She's good. Oh, okay, she's good. She's eating. I just want to fly. What's up, JD? How are you? How you doing, girl? I messaged you last week just to check on you and all that stuff. And hi, Will Fly. Welcome. Come on in. Everybody's climbing up the ladder there to get in my tree house tonight. I'm glad that we're all going to gather in the tree house and we'll just kind of hang out tonight. And tonight I'm going to let get the people in the chat while hang out. Hi, Tony. What's up, Mr. Vegas? I'm going to wait for everybody to kind of get in the chat room. And tonight I'm just going to talk about, I decided I was just going to talk about my adoption story. I know I did it like in the summer, but a lot of people, I don't think, a lot of my listeners now, my new subscribers probably didn't watch it. So I'm going to be really happy to kind of share with you, how, I don't know, about my life and my adoption story and how that all started and everything. And we'll just kind of, go with that tonight. I'm, Gold Lions, Tony. I know I'm super, super excited about my Lions. I really am. I'll give a shout out to my Michelle Altridge and my Gypsy. I really, I miss them both so much, my little co-hosts. And I know they're busy working their jobs. And I'm hoping Gypsy, eventually she'll be able to retire and, get back in the studio with me. Because I miss my girls, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all whoever wants to jump in, and hang out in the studio, let me know. And I'll get you right in on a Thursday night. And we'll just, I don't know, we can just talk about stuff. But tonight is kind of like getting back to my roots, as I call it. ROOTS. I guess that's how the Michigan people say it, the roots. Getting back to my roots. So, and there's some good roots. Being back to my roots is like where I am right now in my Michigan. I love my Michigan. Yeah, there you go. You got the right idea. Just want to fly. Put her little Lions icon in the chat. Very cool. Very cool. I know I'm super excited about them. I hope they can go to the Super Bowl. Maybe the Lions are going to go to the Super Bowl, Who knows, right? They've worked so hard to get there and all that. But I usually start the show with this one here. I'm just going to read something on Unleash Your Imagination. So this was kind of cool. Our mind's powers are virtually unlimited and largely untapped. With imagination, we can create new worlds and improve old ones. Live out our wildest dreams and dream our wildest lives. Imagination has neither rules nor boundaries. And I love this. Dreams are the language of creation. So that's kind of cool, I really like that. remember when you're growing up, when you'd be like playing in your bedroom or whatever, and you'd have to, we didn't have, growing up, we didn't have all the stuff they have now, the laptops and the iPads and this pod and that pod and whatnot, TVs and the minivans and all that stuff. Yeah, there you go. It is a whole new world. Sounds like a Disney song. Yeah, boy, that's for sure. Yeah, we had to use when we were growing up, right? We didn't have all this technology, so we had to use our imagination. And yeah, sometimes you just be sitting outside and, sitting outside on your porch. And, you used to play, with your friends, play pretend, and you just pretend that you are Superman or Supergirl or whatever, Well, so I do that. I still do that sometimes. I just pretend when I'm doing my walks, my 5-mile walks. I think I'm Superwoman when I'm going around the track, passing all these oldsters, because when I go walking, I sprint. I do my little sprint to get around the track. I can't walk that slow because if I walk that slow, like all these other oldsters, I'm not old though. I'm not old. I walk past all these oldsters. I never get my mileage in. I'd still be there walking around the track till they close. So, yeah, I do my, I just started getting back into walking and, getting my indoor track walking. Yes. In the wintertime. I have my little shuttle bus, my limo. I call my limo bus, comes and gets me. And I set it up during the week. I call them and they come get me and take me right to the college. And I walk 5 miles. I make sure that I put my phone on and I walk the 5 miles. And I tell you what, I did one, and I try to do it 3 times a week. Now in the summer, the college is close enough where I can walk there. So I love my summers because I can either walk to the college or I can walk down to the bayfront. So I have the best of both worlds up here. It's pretty nice. It really is. But it's been snowing, and what better time just to get out of the house and get up to walking. I can do like a brisk walk, but I can't run. It's funny, they have in the indoor track, there's 2 lanes. They have the running track where the girls, the joggers, whatever they call them, and then they have the walking track. So I bring my water and my good walking shoes, and they have some cool little lockers there at the college. So I go upstairs and I put my stuff in the lockers and in my locker or whatever, and take my little muck boots off, put my tennis shoes on, and off I go. And I love it because you go there and you start recognizing people that go there all the time, and so you meet them too. But I just have to laugh because the family's like, yeah, you should go up to the college and start walking. Maybe you'll meet somebody. Like, no, there's nobody up there that I would want to meet. Seriously. Half these guys that walk around the track, seriously, cannot walk can barely walk. And I think the women outwalk the men on the track quite a bit. So, yeah. I don't know. You guys we'll wait for Angela to get in the chat, and I can kind of start talking my story. I really had a good time with you guys last week, and what did we talk about last week? What was it? Waiting for Scott. Scott's probably just getting off of work too. But I can, I guess, okay, so it's kind of a, I'm just going to say it now because, yeah. I know our hearts are really sad tonight. And it's hard to talk about it, but January 11th, we lost a very dear friend of the paramotor community, Krista Robbins, known as Cupcake Krista, and she was also the wife of Shane Robbins and the mom of Kaylee. She left us way too soon. I never got to meet Krista in person, but just hanging out on Shane's show, Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane, we all know, on Tuesday nights. I felt like I knew her, and all the years that we've been doing our podcasts and everything. I always felt like I knew her, and I could see that she was a very kind person, and she did give a lot back to the community and everything in the paramotor, and she will be missed. She will be missed. That's for sure. Krista, we all love you, and we all miss you very much. I couldn't believe when I got the news, but I'm glad that we're all here tonight, that we can all just kind of, say a prayer for Shane and the family. This very difficult time. Krista, we get on the show that Tuesday that they had their show, and she was on there, and everybody was just laughing about stuff, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And now I know she's watching over Shane and Kaylee and the family. That's their angel. And that it just shows, how life is so short, and you don't know, you just don't know. And that's why Krista was awesome. Yes, she was. It is a great loss, and she will be missed. I'm going to read something that I found to read to Krista. Or we'll wait for more people to get in the chat. I can read it. It's a real pretty prayer, kind of a prayer thing. Yeah, I have no words, I was in shock, for days after I got the news. I couldn't believe it. It's like I said, I never got to meet her in person, but just watching the show and hearing you guys talk about Fly for Gage, and now Gage is with his mom now, and maybe Gage said, "Hey, Mom, I need you here," and I do. I pray for you, Shane, if you're listening, and I pray for your family that you find peace and strength in this time, this difficult time right now. And it's, and I get it, you always can't understand why things happen the way they do, and you always question his motives and why these things happen, and we just don't know, from one day to the next, you don't know. And I'm just glad that you're all here tonight, and we can all just, if we could group hug, right? I wish I could have met her. But she is in our prayers and our memories, and her memory will live on forever, and all the kindness that she gave back and to everybody, and opened her heart to a lot of people, and the paramotor community, yeah, lost a very special person. So like I said, my heart felt just, my heart's broke, and I'm just going to keep praying for the family. And Will said the flight for Gage is still on. That's good. Okay, so anybody that's wondering that it is, it's still on. So I'm speechless. It's hard to talk about it, but I'm glad I'm talking about it with y'all, and maybe people that are watching the show were not aware of her passing, and it was all a shock to all of us, that she's gone. So yeah, let's just let's just keep a strength for Krista. For Krista's family. Krista's family, yes, needs that strength right now. And yeah, thanks, Will. Yeah, it was really hard. Really hard. But I know she's up there watching over everybody, all of us, and over her paramotor family and everything. And y'all mean the world to me. You really do. I have so many people, to pray for, and for strength and all that. And I'm just blessed to have you all here tonight, and I'm blessed that you're all part of my life, because we all need each other, especially in times like this. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'll say that prayer in a little bit. I'll wait a little bit when Scott will get in the chat, and some other peeps that want to come in. Another note, I want to say happy birthday to my son, Robert Michaels. Just had a birthday yesterday. That dude's is 45 years old already. Man, I'm getting old. 45, yes. So I just, like I said, I'm going to be, okay, hi, Scott. Scott said he's driving, but he's listening. Thanks, Scott. Ancient French fry. Yeah, I call Scott French fry. Yeah, Robert, hopefully, maybe he'll jump in the chat tonight. Who knows? Well, he's probably barely getting off of work. And please send prayers to California. Robert's in California, and he's too close for comfort to those fires. But so far, so good. So please keep your prayers coming for Robert and the family, that they stay safe over there, because I've been watching the TV like all week, praying for him too, that the family stays safe from these fires. It's scary, it's scary because it can happen anywhere, right? I mean, my gosh, that's crazy. Will Fly said, Tony, I just read you're running for a drink statement. That's funny. See, I need a co-host on here so they can keep an eye on the chat, because I get to talking and I forget to look at the chat, and then I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you, because you know how I am. Sometimes I'm like, oh, who's that? Okay, whatever. Let's see. Seems like there's always another fire popping up. Yeah, Tony, that's for sure. It was just heartbreaking to see people that so many people lost their homes, and now everything's, they're going after the Edison company, whatever, and they're still trying to figure out what caused it and all that stuff. And it's super super sad. It really is. They don't know if it was from fireworks, or if intentionally said. Who knows, right? Yeah, how Will. Well, yeah, because you watch the chat and Shane's show, and yeah, especially when Shane says hey, pull this video up, pull that video up, and you're trying to follow the chat, and then then I'll go, oh well, who else is in the chat, and you're doing 5 things at once. So, Billy Joel, hey, that's yeah. Did you see on Facebook that painting that I did? I should grab it. I put it on Facebook, and it was 2022. I did this painting, and I looked at it now. I looked at it the other day, and now it's all, hi, Walter. We all know it's tomorrow because Walter's in the house. What's up, Sugar? Did you guys say yes or no if you saw that painting I put on Facebook that I did in 2022? It's a pretty cool painting because it looks like I was that day I was just playing with colors, and I was just swap, how you, I don't know, I use my imagination when I'm painting, and I was trying out different colors, and I found a cool paintbrush, and I thought, well, I'm just going to play with it and just start swapping the canvas, like you do. And it came out really cool, and it looks like fire flames, all different colors. And you want to see it? Okay. All right. Hang tight. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab it. Entertain yourselves for a minute. Okay. Let me go get it. Okay. Had to mute myself. All right. I love you, JD. I'm still praying for you and Eric. How's Eric doing? I think about you guys every day because I messaged you last week. Check on you like I do. Okay, can you just say yes or no if you can see the painting, because I can't, trying to hold this up. Can you see it? Let me know. Let me know if you can see it. See my painting. Can you guys see it? Let me know if I need to hold it up higher. Okay. Can you see it now? Okay. That's cool, huh? I never, like I said, I painted this picture in 2022, and that's kind of like my life was all crazy because I was still adjusting to everything. And so that is, yeah, that's my famous painting. Crazy, huh? You just never know. Scuba's chair has lights. Oh boy, with my kitties and everything, they wouldn't be too excited about that. Yeah, Scuba does have a lot of cool toys, doesn't he? Let me go back on the chat here. I'm going to scroll down. JD said Eric is doing okay today. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Oh, what is with all the snow? That's what I want to know. See, I'm scrolling, and oh, thanks, JD. My chair looks really cool. No, actually, this chair is like, when did I get this? 2020. I think when I first moved here, my son bought it for me for Christmas. So maybe it was my first Christmas up here. I got a new chair because I was using a card table chair, and so he bought me a new chair. Hi, Cowboy. How are you? I miss you, dude. I miss you. Hope you're feeling okay. Good to see you. Cowboy's in the house. Yeah, this chair, if you saw the back of my chair, Will, it looked like the cat. Because so it was 2022 is when I got this chair. And the same year, for Christmas, yes. And then I got my kitty. And so she used the back of my chair for a scratching post. And it looks like it. It's bad. It's really bad. So you won't, but I love my chair. It's super comfortable and it adjusts. It goes up and down, whatever. It's kind of cool. But so like I said, to those that have just jumped in the chat and everything, earlier we were talking about Krista and Krista's passing, and my heart and prayers go out to the family and all that. And Will Fly said, "Can you deleg the cat?" No. I know, right? She'd look funny. No. She don't mess with it too much anymore, because when she does, when she sticks her nails in it, then she finds out that it doesn't feel as good anymore when it was new. So she doesn't mess with it a whole lot. So yeah, she's crazy. It's crazy. But she's good though. After, a couple weeks ago, the Miss Molly drama, when I found out that when she got sick that night, it was the treat that I give her a little treat, and apparently she was not chewing the treat, and then she barked it up that night or whatever, right on the show. So, oh no, I don't need a dog. No, Tony says I need a dog, especially if you're walking all the time. No, just what I need is a dog, right? It's kind of hard to have a dog in the apartment. Plus, living upstairs, when I was in my 40s, I had a dog and I lived in an apartment and all that, and that was nothing going up and down the stairs, and I lived like on the second floor or whatever. But I wouldn't have I had dogs, of course, at my house in Arizona. I had doggies. I had 3 doggies, but I just got my kitty, and that's enough for in the apartment, because the guy downstairs. What about walking the cat? No, I don't need any more drama with her. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Well, it's like, okay, so Ryan and his wifey, my daughter-in-law, Leslie, they have some nice property where they live, and they walk their cats get to walk around the yard all the time. The cats love it outside. One of the cats loves the snow, and it's so crazy. But it's good. It's so good to see you, John. I'm trying to follow the chat too, so I'm missing because we were talking about the cat. So, but I'm glad. I'm happy everybody's here tonight. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, I'm just going to say, I love having y'all here. I always look forward to my shows on Thursday. And I've had 34, I've done 34 shows already since June. And it's just fun. It's fun. Now I understand that it's not for the, what do you call it? It's not for the, how do we always say that? What's that word? It's not for everybody, right? Doing podcasts or live streams, it's not for everybody. So yeah, Walter Robert's okay. Yeah, he's okay. I watched his church last night, and yeah, yeah, it's not for wussies. There you go. Yeah, for the faint of heart. That's what it is. It's not for the faint of heart. Gosh, my very first show. God, yeah, in June it'll be a whole year. My very first show, it was like, oh my gosh, I was a train wreck. Holy moly, it was so bad. I kept having all that. Remember, I had all that feedback, and I ended up having to have Scooby Doo jump in. He jumped in and saved me, and thank God, Jade got me on the StreamYard and got me rolling on that. I couldn't have done it without y'all, that's for sure. And yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I just got on there and I thought, well, I guess I'll do a show. And here we are on Thursdays. Thankful Thursdays. Worked out perfect. Worked out just perfect. Yeah, life is good here. It is. I walk, I do my 5 miles. I walk 3 times a week. And I tell you what, when I got done today, because I was sweating, let me tell you, when I get around the 5 miles, and I wanted to quit, I got like 4.5 miles and I just wanted to stop. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to be able to do this. But in my mind, I just pushed myself and I set goals and I push myself. Now in the summer, see, I can walk to the, yeah, I have I've got my phone, and today, let's see, I'll tell you, Tony, I did, let me find it here, see if it's still on here. Okay, so Tony, I did 9,998 steps, and I walked 5.26 miles. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I've got that Fitbit. Yeah, the Fitbit app on my phone. So I do that. I look at that when I'm going around the track. John Wayne says he got his new Monster and a new Atom both broke in. The trike is all put together and ready to roll. May have to fly in the snow if it don't warm up around here. Woo! Yeah, you definitely be flying in the snow here, John. Guarantee it. It's been nuts. But I'm just glad I just have the bus come get me and now get me to the college. But I'm looking forward to the summer where I can walk everywhere. And then when I'm walking, then I get my 6 or 7 miles in the summer. So it's pretty fun. Scuba didn't know it was 8. Oh, it's okay, Scuba. I forgive you. So I'm glad that you're, yeah, Scooby-Doo. I was talking about you, saying how you helped me from the train wreck I was doing there, my very first show. Ooh. And I kept texting you, how do I do this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Yes. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, so this has been, I'm trying to keep it like really, really happy here tonight and everything, even though, like I said, our hearts are kind of sad tonight for Krista Robbins passing and all that. But I've got this, okay, if you guys want to, we'll have a moment of silence here in a minute for Krista. And I want y'all to pay attention now and listen to this really cool thing that I found. I'm going to read it, okay? So everybody listening, okay? Because it's beautiful. This is for you, Krista. Whisper to them softly from miles away as messages fly on the wings of angels to bring them back to me. So do you guys all hear that? Do you want me to read it again? Just say yes in the chat if you heard that. This little prayer for Krista. Do you want me to read it again? Just yes? Okay. Okay, now you got to pay attention, okay? Okay. All right, Will, I'll read it again. It's beautiful. Whisper to them softly from miles away as messages fly on the wings of angels to bring them back to me. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Whisper to them softly for miles away as messages fly on the wings of angels to bring them back to me. So I'm just going to sit here quiet just for a minute, and you guys will just have a little moment of silence for Krista and for Shane, for Kaylee, and their family. Remembering Krista for her laugh and her smile and all that, and the love that she had for Shane. And Shane, if you're listening, Para family loves you very much. And Krista, you are missed. You are missed very much. And I'm just sending hugs out to Shane and the family in this difficult time. And so, yes, thank you for thank you. You can all put a heart in the chat if you want for Krista, and she would love that. I'm sure she would love that. So, anyway, another note. Yeah, the walking part, I got it. And the cardio, walking and cardio for me go together. Like I said, when I got done, I was just like, I was sweating, and I knew that I got a good walk in. And Robert has a church, so his church. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Thank you for the hearts. That's beautiful. Everybody, people that are watching or listening, everybody was putting hearts in the chat for Cupcake. And now I can send 1,000,000 cupcakes up to heaven, for her. And Will Fly's asking, Scuba, does your chair have lights? I can't. Thank you, Walter. I see it. Thank you, Walter. I can't do the heart. I can do it from here, but I can't do it on my because I'm on my laptop, so I can't put the heart thing on there. But I can do my heart thing like this, right? I can't do the lights because Molly would mess with them. She's already messed enough with my chair. How in the heck did you get lights on your chair? On your chair? How in the heck? I can't wait to see I can't wait to see the lights on your show tomorrow, Scuba. Thank you, Will. I see the flowers and the hearts. Thank you. I know Shane would be very sure he's just thankful for everybody. And I like that. Okay, cool, Scuba. Yeah, I want to see that chair tomorrow night in the chat. Definitely. So, I'm seeing it's like all my chatters in here, and this is so cool because we go way back, right? To like what? 4 years, 5 years now, I guess. 2017, is that when? I think that's when Robert started doing his show, 2017. I'm pretty sure. And now a lot of stuff, stuff that Robert's paragliding talk. And sometimes I watch some of his shows just to watch how he does the show and how the podcast. I told him he was a good podcaster. And I learned a lot just watching paragliding talk. I watched some of them just to see what he was. Such a natural at it, you know. It was pretty cool. So, you know, I got to be thinking about, you know, doing the show tonight, remembering Krista, but then I was like, I started going back to my family and how special they are to me, and maybe just kind of share my story. And if you have any questions, and if you want to maybe share something in the chat about your roots growing up, you know, what do you think the meaning of back to my roots means? And to me, it's going back to how do you say it? Going back to where you started, you know. I was born in Michigan, okay, and I was born in 1955, which is, can't believe that, May 11th, 1955. Yes. And my parents adopted me when I was 6 months old. So from what I remember, I was in a foster home, and I was only like 4 pounds when I was born. It was like a little preemie. I have an older brother, Dennis, and my parents, I can kind of go back. My parents were foster parents when I was growing up. So they fostered like 45 babies, okay, till I was maybe 13 years old. And 45 newborns. These were newborns, okay? And so that, you think that was probably in the 60s, maybe? And they didn't have all this technology, so my mom and dad decided to start adopting children because they couldn't have any. And my mom got a call from Catholic Social Services, and they didn't have computers and all that stuff yet. And she got my brother. My brother's 2 years older than me. And 2 years later, right? So they had my brother. 2 years later, hi, Angela. Hi, honey. Good to see you. I'm just kind of telling my adoption story tonight. And we're talking about back to your roots. Not the roots on your head, but the roots, family ties, and all that stuff. So if you're like kind of listening, please let me know if you're listening to me. So my parents adopted my brother, and then 2 years later, they got another call from the Catholic Social Services, and they told my mom, we have a sibling of Linda. Okay, so the sibling, like my brother, was actually my half brother, I found out. So we had the same mom, but different dads. And so I always knew I had some kind of connection with my older brother. And that's why. So they adopted me, and I was in a foster home for 6 months. So the same mom gave me up for adoption, because like I said, me and Dennis had the same mom but different dads. And so I was only 6 months old when I got my parents adopted me. And I'm so blessed that they did. And my mom, my mom, who's still here, still with us, all that stuff, she's the best ever. She's like, hi, Munchkin. She's the strongest woman ever. Okay. I mean, with all the siblings and everything. So they got Dennis, okay, and then me. Like I said, me and Dennis had the same mom but different dads. So we definitely are, like I said, he's my half brother, which is so crazy. And then my brother Johnny came from my grandma. My mom's mom brought my brother Johnny from overseas from Belgium. And so my mom and dad adopted Johnny. So there's already 3 of us, right? And then my sis, Judy, came along. And hi, Joe. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I'm just telling my story, my adoption story. So then my mom was still, there were still 4 of us kids. We're still, growing up or whatever. And my parents were still fostering babies. I was a teenager. I was still like 12 or 13 years old, I think. They were still fostering babies. And little tiny newborns. And I can remember hearing my mom get up in the middle of the night to feed the babies. And so my mom has so much love, and my dad had so much love. And I love you, Daddy. My daddy's in heaven. He went to heaven in April of 2023. And then they stopped. Oh no, they were still fostering. And then they got Monique. And then they got my baby sis, Amy. So we have 6 kids in my family, and we're all adopted, all of us. And we still have a tight bond and everything. It's pretty cool. And to come back to live where, I pretty much grew up, it's pretty cool. And it's never too late, to start over and to get back to your roots and everything. So that's back to my roots story. And Kramer, she's doing good. She's holding like 3 jobs right now. So I'm hoping that she can retire soon from all this. So we'll see. She's working on it. I miss you, Kramer, if you're listening, Gypsy. So yeah, she works nights. She delivers gravel and does some stuff, Angela, at nighttime for construction sites and everything. Or no, when they're on, like the, what do you call it? People that are working on the street and everything, getting the tarring and concrete and all that. She delivers all that to everybody, doing road repairs and everything. So, yeah. So she's busy doing that, and because she's doing nights, and then Michelle is doing nights too. She went on the night shift, so I kind of lost them both. I'm so sad. So Scuba says, I saw that Kramer flight. I am surprised she recovered that wing. It was all the way left touching the ground. Oh, I missed it. Is it on her YouTube page? Is it on her? I missed that one. Wow. Yeah, I guess it's warm enough there. She can fly. Not like here. Right, Joe? Yeah. It's a lot of snow. Lots of snow. I think it was okay on YouTube or a short. Okay, I'll have to look. Yeah. I try and I message her in the mornings and stuff, see how she's doing. And like I said, she's between working at the park and all that. She's staying pretty busy. She's staying really busy. So you guys, what do you think that means? Because I'm talking about getting back to my roots. So what do you think that means, getting back to your roots? Tell me, put some insight in the chat, maybe, because I was talking about my family and my siblings and how we're all adopted, and my parents were foster parents. Well, Linda still hasn't made any mods, so we can't post links anyway. I know. Yeah, true. Joe says, I'm going to fly in the morning since we are looking at single digits next week. Oh, it's still cold, though. Oh, my gosh. You're getting old. Who's getting old, Walter? It's just that age is just a number. That's all it is. That's all it is. Scuba says it's coming, Angela. We still have a tad bit of snow on the ground, in shade. Yes. Angela says tiny and live in Vegas, but we're always cheeseheads. Yeah, go Lions, though. Go Lions. Well, doesn't age, I think, Dracula blood. Will doesn't age. I think he drinks bread. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, some of us are just born beautiful. That's what it is. I mean, what can we say, right? Wasn't there a commercial? I was born beautiful. Yes. I say that to myself every morning when I get up. Look in the mirror. Look at you. Even in the morning, you're just glowing. Yes. Tony and I, speaking of roots, there you go. Yeah, so tell me where y'all originally grew up. And yeah, let's talk about, because I told you I was born in Michigan, and then 1980, I had just had Robert. He was just a year old. Well, I got married. Okay, I'll start. I got married in my first marriage. I got married in 1977. And then I had Robert. And then we moved to Arizona. And then then I had Ryan. And then in 1996, then I got divorced. And then I got remarried again, 1999. And then 2018, then I got divorced again. And it's okay. That's okay. That was just, it was fun while it lasted. I had two beautiful boys out of, my first marriage, all that stuff. And life goes on. You already know my history with my second, all that. I robbed the cradle, I guess. Something like that. But now I'm here and I'm happy with my life and I'm just enjoying the heck out of it as much as I can. That's it. Scuba said, okay, I found it. Michael Murphy posted on YouTube called Kramer's 25th Flight Endless Foot Drag. Okay. Thank you, Scuba. I'll look for it. Angela said, I was born in D.C., but parents were all from Wisconsin, so moved back when I was 10. Okay. All right. There you go. Yeah, I lived in Michigan all my life. And then in 1980, my husband at the time decided that his parents were in Arizona, and he decided he wanted to move to Arizona. And that was it. And that's where I ended up in Arizona. And was it hard to leave my family here? Absolutely. I was just 22. Maybe I was 25. I was probably 25. That's right. When I moved to Arizona. So, and I just stayed there, like I said, till 2021. I sold the house and moved here, moved back to my roots. Where are you from, Tony? Tony, where'd you grow up? Did you always grow up in Vegas? Let me see you guys. I want to see what you where you were all born and stuff. Ah, there you go. Tony said, no wonder you want to talk politics all the time. He said, whoa, Angela, I didn't know that. You're a DC girl? Oh my gosh. Angela said 37 years. Do you even know my middle name? Oh my goodness. That sounds like a song, Angela. 37 years and you don't even know my name. Oh, that song. I'm thinking that he's in love with the waitress and he doesn't know her name. Yeah. That's what that song. Wisconsin boy born in a barn? Is that what you said? Wisconsin boy born and raised in, I'm just kidding. Oh, another Wisconsinner. Wow, John. This is so cool. And Walter from Australia, born and lived in Adelaide, 68 years. Wow. And Will said to Angela Preslick, is it Demi? That's so funny. John W., are you going to cheer for the Lions now? That's Angela's asking John. Cheer for the Lions. Absolutely. We got to cheer for my Lions. My gosh. Yeah, and I did 2014, maybe. I went to me and my dad. Surprised my dad with Detroit Lions tickets, and I went to my first Lions game. That was a lot of fun. Scott said, "Hi, Scott. Welcome." That's why I need a moderator. Let me see so I can read these messages. Let's see. Sorry, Scott. I'm sliding here. Born in Ontario, Oregon, where I work at and live over the border in Idaho. Lived in the same town my whole life, basically. Okay, cool. Okay, Tony, I'm not putting anything in there. Well, I just snort laughed. That was priceless. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Traveled all Australia plus 7,000 miles in USA. That's cool, Walter. Will Fly, where'd you grow up? Did you live in North Carolina all your life? Tony said, I grew up on a farm in Door County. Joe, where'd you grow up? Joe Adele, put in there where you grew up. This is cool. Really cool. Oh, you did? You grew up in Florida? How'd you end up in North Carolina? Will, Angela, did you see we lost Bob Uecker? I saw that too, Angela. That was a household name when I was growing up. Bob Uecker, yeah. John Wayne, Will didn't grow up. You drove? Will said he drove. You guys are cracking me up. Oh my gosh. John Wayne, no, Angela. Scuba says, Georgia boy here for sure 50 years. Isn't that funny how we end up, not many people like grew up except my family grew up, in Michigan, and they stayed in Michigan all their life, Yeah, well, no, I have to say my older brother, he did move North Carolina, and then he moved back to Michigan. So I was the last one to move back. So God had a good plan for me. Otherwise, I would have still been sitting in Arizona by myself. So this worked out better because my family is they're only 4 hours away instead of, I have to jump on an airplane to go see them and everything. So, it's nice to have the family close by. And if you're listening, I love you, sis, and I love my Kimmy, my sister-in-law, and all my big family. We all stay in touch, and even though we don't see each other all the time, we do our group chats and stuff. So it's really cool. Yeah, I went to my first Tigers game. I was still living in Arizona, and but I would fly back almost every summer to hang out with family. And I remember, I went to a Lions game. I went to a Lions game. I went to the Pistons game, and I went to the Red Wings game. I got to see all that, and I went to my first baseball game. So it was pretty fun. That's a nice, Tiger Stadium is really pretty. It's pretty cool. It's really nice, really nice. We love you too. We love you too, Walter. I'll read that, when we close the show or whatever. I'll read, because Angela didn't hear my little prayer thing for Krista. And he was Wisconsin icon, Mr. Baseball. Yeah. Yep. I remember. He was a household name. He lived a good life. That's for sure, right? Oh my gosh. I know. It's pretty crazy. And now that my childhood stars, or whatever. Now my childhood stars are all, dying off or whatever because they're, getting up there in age or whatnot. I was even shocked. I thought one of the Osmond brothers passed away. Then I knew I was getting old. Tony said he met Bob Euchre when I was doing irrigation work, and he had an awesome house in Menominee Falls. He was super cool. He had an elevator in his house. That's cool. That's cool. Tony, with your job, you probably meet some awesome people, right? Didn't you just, did you ever get to meet Janet Jackson? Or no, when you were doing, I guess you were doing the stage thing? Getting the stage ready or whatever for Janet Jackson. I think that's so cool. You get to see like the coolest people ever. Do you ever get Tony? Do you ever get like starstruck when you see that when you see these people? Oh my gosh, I'd be like, I'd be asking for their autograph. Menominee, how do you say that? Just how it looks. How do you say that? Menominee sounds like something in Austin Powers movie. Yeah. Go Austin Powers. Oh my gosh. Funny movie. That's for sure. That's for sure. So I like this. I'm just seeing everybody put in what their it's a Ojibwa tribe will fly. Angela, he saw her but didn't talk to her. He doesn't get Star Trek. I do. Yeah, I would. Oh my gosh, Angela. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I got to meet Clint. I met Clint Black and got my picture taken with him when I was still doing rodeo stuff. We were set up right by the media rooms, and he was in the other media room, and he was Clint was eating dinner, and I got my picture taken with him. He was very nice. Just a little guy, but it was kind of cool. Tony says, I always see these people like Keith Urban. They don't. I love Keith Urban. He is the cutest thing ever. Right, Angela? Keith is like, he's got a beautiful wife. You met Garth Brooks? You did? I got friends in lower places where the whiskey don't. Come on, everybody sing with me. I got friends in lower places. Blame it on my roots. Come on, fill in the blanks. And the beer chases, yes. Blame it on my roots. John Wayne said, I built a stone wall fence for Jimmy Buffett back in the 80s in Florida. You did? Jimmy Buffett. That dude was so cool. He was so cool. Didn't he? He died from skin cancer that he had for like 6 years. It was so sad. Oh, I like that. I like that. That doesn't impress me much. What? So you're Brad Pitt? Love it. I love it. Um, Now it takes me back to like my karaoke, doing my karaoke shows and stuff. I had fun doing that. I really did. Uh, it was cool. Yep, Carrie. Oh, you did, Carrie Underwood. I wonder if Carrie got Botox. Looking at her pictures on the on on the TV, whatever, that she got Botox. Um, my my favorite song is what is it? Shania Twain. I think Shania Twain. She's so cute. Angela said, when I saw Paul McCartney, Taylor Swift, Jack Nicholson, Donny Osmond, Vince Vaughn, but my faves was Charles Barkley. I touched his chest. He let me, and he was funny making jokes at the table. Whoa, Angela. Whoa. You did? He actually, in Arizona, he did. There was a, when Ryan and Robert were younger, they belonged to a church group or whatever when they were growing up, and they had a basketball classes or something, and for the youth. And Charles Barkley, they got to meet Charles Barkley. He did the basketball thing, the basketball, what do you call it? Classes, whatever. It's pretty cool. You're leaving, John? Okay, good night, John. Love you, man. Take care. Keep in touch with us so we know what's going on with you. No, Charles Barkley wasn't the guy on The Price is Right. No. Charles Barkley played basketball. Oh my God, you're funny, Will. Charles Barkley played basketball. He was fun to watch. The Suns. Yes. The Arizona Suns. That's the last time I watched basketball, when the Suns when they play. Now everybody's retired. You see a lot in Vegas. Celebrities are everywhere. My friend just had drinks with Bruno Mars at his bar. Oh, wow. He's got some cool songs, too. Bob Barker. Yes. Yes. I like The Price is Right. So I can't watch a lot of that stuff now. I can't watch it because I just have streaming the internet, stream the internet all day and all that stuff. Yes. Yeah, it was kind of cool when I got to meet Clint Black. Like I said, he was that was in 2000, I think, something like that, when they had the Coors Rodeo. Yes. Scott said he liked him in Happy Gilmore. Bob Barker, yeah. Tony said, I'm not Star Trek. They're just people that entertain us. Just saying. Yeah, that's true. I still, but that's cool though that you've seen all those people that I'm sure they are all over. You see them all over Vegas. Doesn't I know Shania Twain? She was living there in Vegas for a while. Isn't her home in Switzerland or something? Shania Twain's home. She's awesome. Do you remember Eric Hayden? He was an Olympian. He was my crush and cool to meet. I don't remember Eric Hayden. Oh wow, and you got to meet him. That's cool. I like that. That's really cool. My crush is George Strait. Yeah. Cher lives a few miles away. Cher's like, isn't Cher? Is she like 80 years old now? Something like that. And her husband or boyfriend, or she in her 70s. I can't remember. How old is Cher, you guys? I'm trying to watch the chat, so I don't want to get on my phone and scroll around. I was watching a podcast, and they were saying that don't get on your phone and scroll around. That's distracting to the chat people. Oh, she's 78. Wow. I got you, babe. Just so you know, I got you, babe. Yeah, her Sonny and Cher. I used to watch the Sonny and Cher show. She's Cher is something else. Oh my God, I'd like to have her money. Oh my goodness. Yeah, with her boyfriend. I forgot. Oh yeah, her boyfriend's. Yep, she's with a 34-year-old boy toy. Oh my gosh, and everybody's like, now that's a big difference in age. I don't care what anybody says. That's just that I wouldn't even do that. They're still a child, 34. Well, now I can't even say they're still a child, 34, because you already know how old my second ex was when I met him. So yeah, I was definitely a cougar. Those were my cougar days. Did you see Mel Gibson and DOI have been made Hollywood ambassadors today by the next president? No, I didn't see that. Wow, I'm gonna have to check out. Oh, Stallone, really? Oh my gosh. No way. That's crazy. I'm definitely going to have to watch Sly Stallone. I'm definitely going to have to watch the inauguration on the 20th. Yes. Oh, that should be interesting. Oh my gosh. Talk about security and everything down there, right? Wow. Oh yeah, did you Tony, did you ever do the stage thing for Chris Ledoux? Because I know Chris Ledoux played in Vegas, and he also played in yeah, I saw him in Vegas, and I saw Chris Ledoux in Laughlin too. Went to many of his shows, and he played in Arizona too. That would be Will. Glad you can say his name. I'm not going to watch it, Scott said. Nope. Oh, you didn't meet him? Did you ever meet who else was trying to think, there were so many of them in Vegas that what do they call them when they live in Vegas? You know, when they set up in Vegas in their condos or whatnot. I forgot what they call it. There's some kind of name. Will said he'll watch it for sure if I remember. Well, I know Monday is. Let's see. Angela says my boyfriend's here in Vegas. Her husband is a personal friend of Garth. Oh, yeah. Garth has been getting a lot of slack, hasn't he? All that people trying to get his money and all that, setting him up and everything. It's like, yeah, money isn't everything though, right? Be nice to have it, but it's not everything. And think about it. Scuba boyfriend? Okay, then. Angela's been busy, you know. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of, best friend. Oh, their best friend is best friends here in Vegas. Boy, you scared Scuba for a minute. He's like, oh, okay. All right. Better not be boyfriend, just saying. Right, Tony? Well, I'll be reminding you on Monday. We're off on Monday. Oh, yeah, it's Martin Luther King Day on Monday. I'm not walking on Monday. I'm going to walk Tuesday because everybody's going to be off on Monday and they're all going to be walking in the morning and stuff. Well, I walk in the afternoon. I'm not a morning walker. Just saying. I got to, yeah, I don't do the morning walks. A lot of people get up at 7 o'clock or whatever, 8, 9, head over to the gym or whatnot. And I'm more of an afternoon person. I don't do mornings. I don't do mornings very well. Are you guys, how many are, well, I know Will, you're not a morning person. That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing a lot that you're not a morning person when you're going on your campings and all that stuff, that you're not a morning person, right? I mean, I'm not a morning person. What about you guys? So now that I got my well, yeah, I want to hear from you guys first before I go squirrely here. Will might not even be an afternoon person. Yep. I mean, I'll get up at 8:30. I usually get up at 8:30, have my coffee and whatnot. But I'm not one just to get up and run out the door at 8:30 to go shopping or go walking or whatever. I can't do that. Scott says I don't do mornings either. Only reason my ass gets up at 5 a.m. to go to work. Yeah. And Angela said she loves morning and Kate night, just not so much in the afternoon. Walter says, keep an eye on her, Tony. Oh my gosh. No, I usually, anything, if I don't have to be up early, then, to do stuff or whatever, then usually, but I'm usually up by 8:30. But sometimes I can't fall asleep till like 12:30, 1 o'clock. It depends what in the in the AM, whatever, 12 o'clock AM. Went to applied for Gage, and we introduce to his van. Oh yeah, and said he'll come out eventually. That's funny. Poor Will. Yeah, I remember doing rodeo camping and stuff, and there's no way I couldn't. My ex took the pic. He was a photographer, so he would get up early and get out to the arena and do pictures, and I would just wake up whenever. Most of the time, hungover, the after rodeo parties and stuff. Oh my gosh, it was fun, but whew. He said, I was in the back, didn't hear you knocking. Tony says he likes to sleep in with his black wiener. Oh gosh. I know I love my morning coffee. Yeah. But I can't start really rolling, starting my day. My day doesn't like start till probably 10 o'clock, 10 or 11. That's when I'll start my day. Well, because when I worked at Home Depot, right? I had to be in the door. I had to be in the door at 5:30 in the morning. Okay. And my shift would start at 5:45. So I would get up at 3:30 every morning and have my coffee. I wasn't one to wake up, 40 minutes before I had to go to work. And I just, and there was a lot of people that would come to work that looked like they just crawled out of bed. And I can't do that. I would have to have my coffee and just have coffee, and then shower and go to work and leave the house at 5 o'clock and be at the door at 5:30 to get in the door at work. So I did that and then working all crazy shifts for a while till I got a set schedule. But I think about it, I did the Home Depot thing 33 years. Yeah, crazy. I would half the time I wouldn't even see my kids on the weekends because I was working weekends all the time when I first started with the company and all that. So, how crazy, right? When I started with Home Depot, I got hired out with Home Depot in 1987, and I was a cashier, and I made $5.50 an hour. Now, how in the heck, how we did it, how we managed to, do what we did, me and my husband at the time. It's crazy, right? $5.50 an hour. That was in 1987. But I think a lot of people I think a lot of people, even today, don't get paid enough. I don't think they do. Scott Savage says 15-minute prep time is impressive. Angela says I freak everyone out at work with too much energy. Yeah, I've got a lot of energy. Well, you guys already know that. Yes. How much coffee do I drink a day? Oh no, I have 2 cups in the morning, and then by 5 o'clock I'll have my iced coffee because I don't drink anymore, so I'll have my iced coffee. So I would say, yeah, maybe 4 cups a day, right? Because my iced coffee is a 2-cupper. It's 2 cups of iced coffee, and then 2 cups, my cups of coffee in the morning, and then about 4 or 5 o'clock, then I have my other coffee, my iced coffee or whatever. Scott says, yep, wake up, hit my vape, grab my clothes, get dressed, out the door I go, grab my Monster, and away I go. I could never drink all that high energy drinks like the Red Bull. If I drank a Red Bull, I'd probably have a heart attack. I remember there was a guy at work drank a Red Bull, and they almost had to call the paramedics on him. He drank a Red Bull, and he swore he was having a heart attack and just started sweating profusely from the Red Bull. And my contractors would come through the line and drink that stuff like water. And even when I would do tailgating, when I went and did tailgating with the Cardinals, Cardinal games, people were drinking that stuff. Tony said, doesn't coffee make you want to poop? Can't do it. Oh, gosh. I remember at work, drink my coffee on the way to work. And by the time I get to work and get up front, I'd have to go to the bathroom for sure. Yeah. And it does make you pee for sure. Yes. Just to verify that coffee will, yeah, it's quite it's got to come out somewhere, right? That's why you don't eat spicy food before you go to bed either, and they say, how many people, okay, so Will, are you like an early dinner guy? You look like you'd be like eat dinner early. Like I'm usually done with dinner by 3 in the afternoon. Scott said I used to drink 3 of the 300 milligram caffeine Bang energy drinks on the way to work. Holy moly, I'd be hanging from the rafters. Oh my gosh. Linda, now we know why your boss complained. Oh gosh. The stories I could tell. Yeah. Stories I could tell at work. Oh my goodness. Eat 1 meal per day, usually around 6 o'clock. Well, I like so in the morning I have my cereal, and I have my Honey Nut Cheerios. That's my favorite cereal. And just 1 meal a day. Don't you do breakfast? Well, sometimes. No. Oh, where's Linda? She's in the pooper again. Some days are like that. It just, that's why I don't drink a whole lot of water and stuff before I go walking, or, drink coffee right before I walk out the door if I'm going shopping. But it doesn't matter. I can go to the bathroom before I leave, and I end up, when I get ready to go shopping and I get in the store, then I have to go again. Just what it is, right? And the older you get, the worse it is. I drink a lot of coffee, and it makes me tired for some, I don't know why. ST4R. Hi, ST4R. I don't think I know who this is in the chat. ST4R. I'm trying to look. I even got my glasses on. I'm looking. I can't tell who that is. Breakfast is the best meal. I like today when I came home, came home from yes, welcome ST4R. Welcome to the chat. Cool. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking here. Oh yeah, I had when I came home from walking, sometimes I have breakfast for dinner. It's so good. So today, yeah, I haven't ate anything since like 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that. I had breakfast for dinner. So I'm like you, Will. So I haven't ate anything since then. But do you have like do you keep like your favorite little snacks next to your bed? Because I have my favorite snack next to my bed every night. I have to have my little. I have graham cracker snacks. I love my graham crackers, so I like to munch on those after I go to bed. Angela must start the day with breakfast. Pretty sure that means star. LOL. Oh, Scuba said. It means star someone else's, choose my user. So, okay. It means star someone else's, choose my user. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Walter, that's why I'm single, right? I don't have nobody to tell me that I can't have snacks in bed. Okay. Just saying. I love my graham crackers. My favorite cereal is what is it? My favorite cereal is what do I want? Cheerios. My Cheerios cereal. I like my Cheerios. And cereal is the best. You like Golden Grahams and pancakes. That's good. Yeah. I like my Honey Nut Cheerios. It's a great username. Yeah, that's cool. It's very catchy. ST4R. Yes, that is. Will. Yeah, so a lot of times I'll have breakfast for lunch or whatever, and then I won't eat anything the rest of the day. Because I love my cereal. I'm not a big breakfast eater, saying goes. Maybe mid-afternoon I'll have a sandwich. And sometimes I'll have a sandwich. I won't eat anything the rest of the day. And Tony said he's a breakfast burrito guy. If I eat breakfast during the week, but on the weekends it's all out. I want my skillet. There you go. I love my skillet breakfasts. And I love breakfast burritos. It has to be a good one though. And I remember a lot of vendors would set up at the rodeos and stuff, and they made the best. And when I was in Arizona, they made the best breakfast burritos ever. It was so good. Yeah, they have to be really good burritos for me to eat a breakfast burrito. But yeah, I'm not, so now pretty much last year I stopped drinking Coca-Colas. So I gave up Coca-Colas. Last year or whatever. I don't drink Coca-Colas anymore. The Coca-Cola Coke or whatever. And so now I just like my ginger ale, my Canada Dry ginger ale. I love my ginger ale, and I got my water, and then my Powerade. I like my Powerades. So I don't do Coke or Pepsi anymore. I don't drink Coke or Pepsi. The only soda that I like, I'll buy like maybe lemonade. I like lemonade, or raspberry lemonade's really good. But breakfast sandwiches for life, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, those are good. But I like the I'm not really, like I said, a big breakfast eater, but I like my cereal. And Lindy, you don't drink? No, I don't have Vernors in the house. Just Canada Dry. No Vernors. When I was growing up, that was Vernors is what my mom gave us when we were sick. When we had an upset stomach, we always had Vernors in the house, but not and Canada Dry. But I like my Canada Dry. Especially that I don't drink anymore. So I love my Powerades, my water. I drink a lot of water during the day. And when I'm walking, I bring my water. Um, oh gosh, now you sound like what my dad used to say, Scott. I've heard burners will put hair on your chest. Oh my gosh. My dad used to say some stuff. Come on, try this soup. It's good for you. You'll put hair on your chest. I'd be like, Dad, jeez. Um, yeah, Tony, you do the breakfast thing. You do it. Let's see, the potatoes and the bacon and all that stuff. I like. In fact, today I had I had breakfast sausages. Um, I had some of my breakfast sausages, and I buy the little potatoes, the mini ones, the yellow potatoes from Aldi's, the little bag, because I don't buy the big bags of potatoes because they would just go bad. And when potatoes go bad, they smell really bad. So I just buy the little bag of little potatoes, the little yellow ones. They're so cute. And I put those and if I don't want tater tots, then I put those in the microwave and then I throw them in the skillet. So my Ryan and Leslie, my son and my daughter-in-law, they bought me a new skillet for Christmas. So because I am the skillet queen, and I've been using my air fryer, but I don't know if you can. I've got French fried pizza, but I don't think you can put French fried pizza in the air fryer. Can you? Anybody? The French bread pizza in the air fryer? Because I hate running the oven. Angela said, Tony, that's a meal. And yeah, Angela, so I put ghost pepper and habanero hot sauce on food. Woo! Angela says, ever see the show Hot Ones where they eat hot sauces on wings and get hotter? Tony would breeze through that without any problem. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm sure he was breezing the next morning too in the bathroom. Lindy Ello asked me about rotten potatoes. I've smelled them bad enough to knock them. Oh, yeah, true, Scott. I forgot that's because what you do. Yeah, yeah. So if I don't want, the tater, if I don't feel like eating tater tots, then I cook those potatoes. I cook the real potatoes, and they come out so good. They're so good. Will said, I've heard if you can put it in an oven, you can put it in an air fryer. Ah. Oh, okay. I'll have to try it then. I'll have to try it. Because the only thing I haven't even cooked French fries in there. I've only cooked tater tots. But next time I'm at Aldi's, I want to get like the stuffed mushrooms, out of the freezer or whatever, and put them in there. Linda, you could make hamburgers in an air fryer. I haven't tried that yet. I have a George Foreman grill, so I cook my chicken on the George Foreman grill, and I cook my hamburgers on the George Foreman grill. How long can you? Because when I buy fresh hamburger, I make them into little hockey pucks, as I call them, and I put them in little baggies, and I put it in the freezer because it's just me, right? So I get a lot of meals out of it. But how long can you actually keep hamburger in the freezer, guys? Because I have hamburger patties in the freezer that I found, and they're from October. Can you still eat them? Are they still good? Or should I toss them? The hamburger patties. I call them the hockey pucks. I make them little, because, I eat like little things like, yeah, eat hamburgers the size of a hockey puck. 12 months? Okay, because I noticed the hamburger look really, yeah, I bought it fresh and then I froze it right away. I froze them right away. But how come they look so much darker when they go in the freezer? Why does the meat it darkens? Is that normal for hamburgers? For fresh hamburger? So I just wonder because I have some hamburger I have to eat up, and it's got I know I should, huh? Scuba said get a vacuum sealer. Yeah, I should do that, huh? Get a vacuum sealer on it for the hamburgers. Yeah, I have like freezer bags, and then I have like little baggies, and I put the hamburger patties in the baggie, and then I put it in the freezer bag, so it's double sealed up or whatever. And that's how I do that with my chicken. I buy like the boneless, skinless chicken thigh, chicken breasts or whatever, and I cut them up. And I'm not much of a meat eater. I have my hamburger, but that's about it. I like my chicken. I like chicken. The hemoglobin and not blood, as most people think it will get dark frozen. Okay, all right, Scott. I wondered about that because I was wondering if it was okay to still, to make it or eat it. And Scuba said, or Will Fly said, Scuba, did you get that beer frother thing? I like Scuba Vape show. He does a fun show on Friday nights because I can watch him. I watch the show and get in the chat, and then I watch my bull riding on Fridays and Saturday nights. Like I said, you can take the girl from the rodeo, but can't take the rodeo out of the girl. That's how I say it. Yeah. You don't find very many cowboys up here, and it's okay. I don't go to the bars anymore, whatnot, and it's okay. I don't know how people can afford to go out. I don't even know how much drinks are anymore, Angela. Angela, in our house, there's a lot of pasta. Yeah. Munchkin said, Munchkin would kill me, but I want to. And Munchkin said, I forbid it. She said, that's a no. 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 Walter, Peoria, it's in your blood, Linda. What is? I mean, I like when I like to eat meats and stuff if somebody else cooks it. Like when I go to Ryan's, and he in the summer I go there on the weekends and he barbecues and he makes shish kebab on the grill. So good. I love that stuff. Oh, the rodeo. Yeah, it is, Walter. It's in my blood, all right. Yeah. I mean, how can I did it for how many years? It's kind of hard not to love it. And I watch all my podcasts and everything, and I just love how they, how they sort cattle and all that stuff on their ranches and how they work on the ranches. And it's very fascinating to me. I think it's really cool. I watch a lot of the guys on my YouTube, I watch all the sorting, and I learn all the lingo, the bull riding lingo, and the flank and all that stuff. And they just talk all the different rodeo stuff, and I just love it. Hi, Munchkin, my sweetheart. I love you, girl. I love you. Love you so much. And I'm really enjoying having everybody here tonight. Like I said, I'm glad that we could all get together tonight. And because we know that that our hearts are with Krista and and her family tonight, with Shani. I'm sorry for your loss, Shani. I'm sorry, Kaylee. I just want to keep them in my prayers for strength through really difficult time. She was such a sweetheart, and we're all going to miss her very much. Krista, we love you, and you were just our paramotor family is awesome. Walter, you didn't know what happened to Krista? Put yes or no. Walter, Walter, Krista passed away last week. Yeah, Walter. God took her home. Yeah. Yeah. And we're all still grieving over it. I'm still in shock. I really am. I'm just glad that you guys are all here, and I wanted to talk about it again so that you guys can talk about it too in the chat. We're all grieving together. Shani, we love you, and our prayers are with you. We're totally heartbroken over the loss. She was good people. And when I got the news, I couldn't believe it either. I could not believe it. It just, life's so short, right? I mean, who would have thought? We did that, I was in the chat on that Tuesday, and we were all having a good time on Shane's show and everything. And then, wow. I'm glad that, Will, I'm glad that you got to see Shane. I saw the picture on Facebook, and Brian and Mark and Ben, everybody was on there. I can't give any details, Walter. Someone's going to have to message you on that, because I can't. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it. But like I said, she is missed. That's for sure. They just got back from a cruise and all that, and they were so in love. Yeah, Scuba. I had to look at the text message and read it like 3 times because I couldn't believe it either. That's why it was so important just to have our show tonight, and have my show, our show. Well, have the show tonight, and that Shane, that we're all here for you. Okay, we are all here for you. We love you, and if you're listening, we're all praying for you and the family for strength, like I said, on this time. And yeah, it was Tony. It was a true romance of a couple, almost fairy tale like. Yeah, definitely. I never met Krista in person, but just seeing her and watching her on the show, Shane's show, and all that, all of us getting together. We always had a good time, and she was very much a part of the paramotor community and always gave back. And yeah, we can let's heart the heck out of our chats here tonight. Let's put hearts in the chat and just send them up to Krista. Send up the hearts, everybody. Just send the hearts up. I wish I had, that heart machine, whatever you call it, sending hearts all up to the sky for her. Yes. And we'll send them all up to Krista, because she definitely is missed, and I'm glad that we could all be here tonight. Thank you, Munchkin. Thank you. It's really hard. I wanted to just kind of almost dedicate the show to Krista and to the family. And thank you, Angela, for all the hearts. Send up hearts to Krista. We love you, Krista. And I know you're listening. And I know you're going to be looking out. You're going to be watching over you. And it's so hard. You, Krista, and Gage will be watching over Shane and Kaylee. Big hug to you, Kaylee. I'm so sorry, girl, that you lost your mama. I'm so sorry. But we're all we're all here. We never understand why things happen the way they do, right? Gosh, it's so I'm going to read that prayer, that little prayer thing towards the end, because we're almost done with the show. So I'm going to I'm changing it up here for a minute. This is, you know how I always read out of my book. So it says, want to know the secret of getting rich? It's easy. You need to remember this. Okay, I think this is really cool for tonight too, guys and gals. So make sure that you're listening. Just kind of listen to this, okay? Just take a minute. Okay, it says, want to know the secret of getting rich? It's easy. You just need to remember this, okay? Friendships are priceless. Time is invaluable. Health is wealth. And love is a treasure. Count your blessings. Invest in your dreams. Profit from experience. Share your good fortune. And spend your hours wisely each day. Someday, we'll all look back at our lives and realize that it's actually kind of funny, discovering that the things we valued most had absolutely nothing to do with money. Did you hear what I just read? You can put yes in the chat. And if you want, I can read it again, if you want me to read it again. Because that's what, Lindy's Treehouse, that's what we do. We sit around and we just share stories and everything. Did you like that, Will? I thought this was really cool. Everybody heard it? Yep, someday we'll look back at our lives and realize it's actually kind of funny, discovering that the things we valued most had absolutely nothing to do with money. So, you want to, okay, I can read again, Scott. Okay. All right, I'm going to read it. I'll read it one more time for y'all, because it's so appropriate for tonight. It really is. Want to know the secret of getting rich? It's easy. You just need to remember this. Friendships are priceless. Time is invaluable. Health is wealth. And love is a treasure. Count your blessings. Invest in your dreams. Profit from experience. Share your good fortune. And spend your hours wisely each day. Someday we'll look back at our lives and realize that it's actually kind of funny, discovering that the things we valued most had absolutely nothing to do with money. So when we close the show, and this is for you guys, because I'm so thankful to have you all here tonight, and the viewers, my viewers, and everybody that's been following my show. I so appreciate every one of you. I always it's not a competition. I do this for you guys. I love doing it, but it's all about friendship and all just coming together. And so I wish for you, I'm reading this. This is for all my chatters, my listeners out there. And I thank you so much for following my show all, since June, to the beginning. So this is my wish for you all, okay? Happiness deep down within, serenity with each sunrise, success in each facet of your life, close and caring friends, love that never ends. special memories of all the yesterdays, a bright today with much to be thankful for, a path that leads to beautiful tomorrows, dreams that do their best to come true, and appreciation of all the wonderful things about you. So that's my wish for you all. And I hope you all were listening. We all heard that, because it's so true that you're all, oh, God bless you too, Will. So anyway, we're going to we're going to shut down in the show, whatever. But I can read that because some people didn't hear this little prayer thing for Krista, Angela. So just hang tight for a minute, everybody. And we're going to close the show. And we send our hearts up to Krista. So this is, I found this, and I think it's really pretty, Angela and Munchkin, if you guys want to listen real quick. This is for you, Krista. Whisper to them softly from miles away as messages fly on the wings of angels to bring them back to me. So much love. I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging with us, for hanging with me tonight. Hopefully I'll get Gypsy back, be our little co-host, and I'm glad that we could all just hang out and just kind of just be there for each other, right, in this time. So I thank you so much. Thankful Thursday is always great to have y'all. Thank you, chatters, listeners. Don't forget Scuba Vapes tomorrow night. And I appreciate all my chatters. I do. You guys mean the world to me. I love you, JD. I love you, Eric. Stay strong. I love you guys so much. And everybody, please stay safe. Say some prayers for Robert, that he stays safe in California and all that stuff with the fires and everything else. So, yes. And thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. You guys are awesome. I had fun tonight. We kind of talked about all different things, and that's what we do. That's what the show's about. Just making everybody feel good and just being together. And maybe sometimes, some days are not, some nights are not so great. And tonight we got to all be there for each other. So we will keep Shane. Shane is in our prayers tonight. Yes, Walter. He's going to need a lot of, he's going to need us to be with him, in this time, and just the support and everything. So we love you, Shane, and Kaylee. And like I said, our hearts and prayers go out to the family, and our condolences to you all. So on that note, I'm going to say goodnight. I love you guys so much, so much, so much. And thanks for being here. And I'll see you next Thursday for another Paramount USA. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay. Getting the viewers, my viewership is really going up. I'm super excited. Sometimes I don't know why it's going up, but I do my show and it's just me. That's it. So anyways, I'm saying goodnight, and don't forget to thank you, Will. Don't forget to do the thumbs up on here. Okay. Yeah. Let everybody know that you love me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And otherwise, catch Scuba Vapes tomorrow night and Friday night at 8 o'clock. Well, it's 8 o'clock my time. Yes. So, y'all stay warm and stay safe and everything. And I'll chat at you later. I know where you're all at. All stick together. Much love. So I'm going to say goodnight. Got to scroll over here. Going to end the stream. And I will see you all streaming. I'll be streaming somewhere, this way, that way. I don't know. My little squirrely self be coming out on Thursday night. So I will catch y'all later. Love you bunches. Okay, be safe. And don't forget, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you very much. So don't forget that. Okay, say your prayers. Night, everybody. Bye.